Welcome to episode 11 of Mini Monster Madness, and in this matchup, we have the Indominus Rex versus Smaug. Now, this is the second round, the right side of the bracket. We just saw George and Ralph go in a battle, and then Lizzie and Fenris Wolf. You already know the results from those matchups. I do not, because I'm planning these ahead. But in this matchup, we finally have in my opinion, a contender for Smaug. Smaug is a big powerhouse, one of the favorites to win, and I think the Indominus does stand a chance in this battle. In this matchup, Indominus Rex is standing at 22 feet tall and 7 meters, while Smaug is standing at right around 50 feet tall and 15 meters. Now, the weapons that the Indominus Rex comes into battle with include the bite, the claws, and the long arms that those claws are on, and the camouflage ability is a big weapon that Indominus comes into battle with. The weapons that Smaug comes into battle with include the bite, the extreme armor, and the ability of flight, and also the ability of fire. Is a fire-breathing dragon, perhaps the biggest weapon, and is a weapon that could end the battle with so many monsters in this tournament. Now, the biggest feat for Indominus Rex includes taking down Rexy. Rexy's in this tournament, advancing as well into the second round, and the possibility of Indominus Rex and Rexy fighting again is a potential. But we already know who won that fight. Indominus won that easily, and would have won if it wasn't for help from other dinosaurs, but took down Rexy like she was nothing. And the most formidable feat for Smaug includes torching an entire village. Like I said in the last matchup, Smaug didn't have any competition, not another giant monster to go up against, was able to take down entire villages, was killed by an arrow in his weak spot, but his most formidable feat is just torching villages, and they couldn't do anything about it. Now, as far as breaking this down, Smaug has the size, is bigger, has the speed and agility, can fly, even though Indominus is fast on the ground. It's just no competition. Smaug can fly. The feats go to Smaug, taking down entire villages in seconds. And the weapons, I mean, Smaug literally breathes fire, and there's just no comparison to that. But the one thing that Indominus does have on his side is durability. The durability of Indominus is worth noting, because Smaug was able to get killed by one arrow to his weak spot in the Hobbit movie. But Indominus was able to take not only a lot of bites and hits from other dinosaurs like the Ankylosaurus, the T-Rex, and Velociraptors, but was also able to take machine gun fire, an RPG, and that's worth noting, that Indominus is not just some weak creature who's going to be easily taken down. Less than half of the height of Smaug, so significantly smaller, but I think big enough to stand toe-to-toe with Smaug, and if Indominus is going to be able to... Indominus would be able to take on Smaug, maybe get some hits off, has some serious weapons with those teeth and claws to do some damage. And just because Smaug has the better weapons doesn't mean that Indominus doesn't have weapons to potentially hurt Smaug in this battle. But ultimately, I think that Smaug can fly, and with the fire is the biggest deal. Being able to fly and have that fire, I don't know if Indominus Rex could take that fire for very long. For some reason, I feel like Indominus would be able to take the fire, because it's a very tough creature, and Indominus could camouflage in order to hide from Smaug. That's another option in this fight. I do think that Indominus could hide and potentially come up and sneak attack, and there's no doubt if Indominus was to get a hit off on the weak spot of Smaug, that Indominus would for sure win in that way. But at the end of the day, I do think Smaug would win this fight. I think Smaug just has too much on his side, being able to fly, being so much bigger, being faster, and having the fire-breathing ability. I think that Indominus has a chance to win this fight if it was on the ground, but I think Smaug would take advantage of his flight ability, would find a way to win this fight, and I do think Smaug will win this fight in the end. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. Keep an eye out for that poll coming out soon to see who moves on to the final four of Mini Monster Madness. This is the second to last matchup of the second round. Look forward to the Scrapper vs. Rexy coming up soon, and thanks for watching.